On February 25, 2025, in New Lenox, Illinois, officers responded to a liquor store after reports that a woman had been inside multiple businesses playing slot machines while her children remained in a vehicle.
How old are they?
2 and 4, and it's past their bedtime. I literally, like I said, my phone, I gave them Coco Melon for a second to cash it in.
Corey, what's a good phone number for you?
But don't call me in the next 30 seconds because my phone's at 1%.
So, you said one child is 2. What's their first name?
I'm sorry. 2-year-old is...
Same last name? What's date of birth?
8/10/27.
4.
He is... Hold on. Is...
And how old is that? 6?
24.
4? Sorry. Same last name?
Yes.
And that's
Full transparency. Also, I stopped. They were yelling. I am having issues with high blood pressure. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I can compare it to like ocular migraines. It's like my vision gets really bad. It's almost like staring into the sun when my blood pressure goes up.
27 bags. Come back here now. 46.
Usually what I try to do is I drive them around because they have 2 older sisters. We drop them off at 8 o'clock. There's an exchange at the police station. And I usually try and drive them around when they're tired.
126, civil issue.
so you. Go ahead.
I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow at
4 Nelson
12:20.
Road, 414 at Nelson Road.
Sorry.
At the Buffalo
How long have you been
17
here?
Here?
Yeah.
It's inside the restaurant.
Not long. Again, we drive around, literally.
Okay, what did you stop here for tonight?
To cash in. I had a $100 lottery ticket
Okay.
that I won on. Like I said, you can see it. It's inside.
Okay. I need that last name for them real quick again.
If you want to...
No, that's okay. Just spell it for me.
Okay.
Thank you. You came in here.
Yep, I see the kids.
Yes.
Yep. Who, when you do the exchange, who do they go with?
My older daughters have a different dad.
So they go with the dad, you're saying, or the daughters? Who? It's like, so you said you did an exchange, who do they go with? You said
We
the
have an
daughters
exchange. Yeah, we have an exchange at the police station at 8 p.m.
Tonight?
Tonight?
I mean, so was that
Yes, it was at 8 p.m. tonight. We drove around for a bit. My phone started off at 14% earlier. Drove around. We drove around by Jewel. I tell them that we're looking to see if there's money on the ground. Like I said, I use the car as a means to kind of subside their feelings too, because they get upset with dropping them off.
Yeah, 437's come back clear and valid to a Emmy Edwards on Chicago Heights.
Where's the dad?
For him, for them, Mokina.
Alright, you know his number?
He put my head through a brick wall.
Do you know his number?
It's 312 something or other. I can look it up.
You can't, because we're going to have to. You're going to have to come with us.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm not going to make my doctor's appointment.
I mean, our grandma?
I'm not going to make my doctor's appointment tomorrow.
No, you...
Corey, we'll take it step by step.
But first,
We need to make sure that they're going to be okay. So is there somebody that can come here
You can
and
go
pick them
dad.
up?
2720, you can be
I can't just take them home.
They have to be released to an adult. So who's at home?
Who's at home? It's me.
Okay.
It's just me. I just.
Where's you have grandparents?
Do I have?
Do they have grandparents?
There was a domestic issue with the father. He doesn't have custody.
That's not my
It's a
question.
safety thing.
I just asked you a
I can
question.
call my mom
Relation outlet.
in New Lenox.
Okay. That's fine. If she can come get them, then that's fine.
Hey, Mom. So, can we talk about my life?
Hey, Corey, just
Well, I won $100 scratch off, and I couldn't cash it in Speedway. So I stopped at Route 30 Liquor to cash it in. And I did. And I left the boys in the car. I'm at all of New Lenox currently. So they want you to come have the boys released too.
can you ask her if you can come down?
I'm by the horse. She lives off of Sunset. Can I just drive them over there?
No. Can't.
Okay.
720 status.
Thank you.
Manhattan units, your status.
Turn away. Look, video. We just looked at the video now. Shows you've been in home over 45 minutes. So it wasn't just a 5-minute thing. Okay, you just didn't stop here, cash the lottery ticket, and go throw $20 in. Okay, you've been in here for almost 45 minutes. Okay, and then you were at another one at the same thing. You just got a call about you being at the other gas station.
Gas station.
The gas station you were at before you came here.
What gas station? What are you talking about?
Food and fuel.
I wasn't at Food and Fuel. I've not been at Food and Fuel. We were at Jewel. I haven't been at Food and Fuel. I've not been at
We'll
Food and
find
Fuel.
out because they gave you your plate. At the same spot. Look at you.
He doesn't know how to do it, but
I haven't been at Food and Fuel. I was
We
at.
can talk about that later. That was just
that's it.
obviously video shows that you were here for 45 minutes. You can't leave your children unattended
43.
in a car for 45 minutes.
I didn't think it was 45 minutes.
You have any weapons in the party with you? Guns? Knives?
I have a knife in my pocket from work.
Kind of knife?
Don't reach in for it. I'll reach it.
Okay.
No, I'll get
No, just one in my pocket.
Come on,
It's a big metal. It's a big metal one.
Here.
Okay.
I'm gonna take your hand. You're gonna step out of the car.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Turn around.
Go right over here. Go right inside.
I think it's my right pocket.
Put your hands.
metal one.
Put your hands up here for me, and keep them there.
It's a metal one. Well, I mean, it's metal. You got it? Sorry.
Face forward. Keep your hands there.
Did you find it? Should be at the bottom. Right down in it. That's it. Sorry?
Keep your face forward.
Okay, I'm sorry. You okay? I'm sorry. Sorry. Are you okay? Your glasses are.
I got it.
Okay.
Just
Oh,
stay
Jesus.
forward for me.
Hello.
Yeah.
I've done that too.
All right. So Corey, let me talk to your mom first, or do you want her to start getting the kids? What do you want?
Well, let's just see what she wants to do.
Okay.
I think she's got car seats on
She's got
there.
car
Take 'em. Here, I'll go.
My second in command. I just have.
Second in command, huh?
When it comes to the boys, yeah. Not like she meant that I called the sheriff. Did that come out wrong?
No, I understood. No, I understood it.
Okay. Okay. Oh,
Where are your keys at?
they weren't in my pockets. You would know. They're on the seat.
Cross 148, 22 Met clear down to Bernard.
Stop.
Send
Stop.
text
I just asked you for your keys.
text in out of Lenox
You asked me.
to a Ford carry-all attached.
Stop. Stop.
I can't.
He's crying?
He's covering his face. The one with the Christmas tree.
Affirmative. She's clear down to
It's
attached.
cold outside and I don't want to open the door because I know your door was open for a little bit.
He's got a real bad fear of cops. Bad. There was an altercation at one point, and there was a lot of cops that showed up because his dad tried to be the victim in the situation by split my head open on a brick wall. And it wasn't handled properly, we'll just say. And now he is petrified of cops. Like,
I'm gonna go to the back seat over here. Already did it beforehand. Thank you. It's a short ride to the police station, Corey.
I don't know. I was just there earlier.
For what? Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Can you just do me a favor?
What's up?
Can you zip my pockets unless you already did?
That one is.
Okay.
And I zip both of them up.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
I just had a whole ton of change.
Right. Corey, I'm going to read your rights, and then after I read them in their entirety to you, I'm going to have you initial each line, indicating you understand them. Okay? And if you don't, obviously let me know. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him represent you before any questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed by the court to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights as I have read them to you? Yes or no? Yes. So I need you to initial each line. That's what I just read you, if you understand it. And then you told me verbally you understood your rights. So if you could just please check mark that. All right, Corey. So we're just trying to get an understanding of what happened today. If you could just start at the beginning. Where were you before you were at Route 30 Liquors?
Okay, what part do you need clarified? I'm sorry, I had back to dinner or like from dropping off my daughters?
So we could start there, I guess. So you dropped off children here at the PD, right? At 8
p.m.
Okay. What did you do after 8 p.m.?
Went on to 30, went left.
Were you just driving around with your two kids
Yeah.
in your vehicle?
Yeah. To around Jewel parking lot, went back behind the side. When I'm super stressed out, sometimes I step out of the car and have a half a cigarette because, yeah, and they're in the car, I'm right there in front of the car.
And just to confirm, the kids that were in your car today, right? Okay.
They never left the car. Neither one of them can unbuckle their car seats either.
So you were driving around. What time do you think you got to Route 30 Liquors?
I don't even know what time you guys showed up. Honestly, I looked at their clock in there and it said 9:24. And I said, wow, it's so early.
Okay.
And then at it's kind of like one of those things where, like right now, the lights going off the table are like really, it's the lights will activate things even more for me, like LED lights and stuff like that. And it was kind of just like one of those bugs too, you know, the light. And so I cashed it in, and she goes, well, how do you want it? And I said, well, whatever's easiest for you to count down in your drawer later. And so she handed me all 20s, and she goes, I even gave you 5 5s, or 4 5s, sorry. And kind of looked around, and the boys were being too much. One of them was asleep. They might have both been asleep, I don't know right now. So there was an older guy who, I don't know, he asked me if I've ever been to Vegas.
Where was it? I'm kind of lost. Where was this older guy?
About 30 or whatever. He just kind of was mentioning Vegas and stuff like that, and then as he was talking, the one lady goes, oh, Popo are here, and I'm like, oh my god, no. And like,
where was this guy at?
In the liquor store.
No, I know, but where inside the liquor store? Where were you guys at? So he was talking about Vegas.
He was playing the slots.
Okay, and so you were sitting next to him?
Yeah. And I was right by the window, and I was looking out, and in 30 seconds, you know, I was watching the window the whole time. And even if you watch the video, I was watching the video, I was watching the car. There was a black car that pulled up next to me at one point.
What slots were you playing? Do you remember the name or what it looked like?
I don't even know.
Did you win?
I don't even know if I was even playing. I know I can tell you everything they said about Vegas. I told them the story about a shopping cart and like all the money that was in my pocket and that was falling around, and I had singles too, but I was so confused because I didn't have any other cash on me. And so but I swore she gave me $80 in 20s, but then I had singles, and I don't know, I can't figure anything out right now.
Okay.
He just talked to me for a minute, and it was nice. And
what type of lottery ticket was it again?
You said it was some kind of bankroll one. It was a 2x $50. And I made the joke around that, you know, it's less for her to count down at the end of the night. That's why I went there, because I knew they'd have cash at the end of the night. Because most of the places, because there's been robberies around here, try to drop all their money. And they don't have it. And I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. And it's a $99 thing, is what the email said. And I was like, this is so perfect. And I wanted to have that cash on me for it.
How long do you think you were in there, Corey?
I have no idea right now. I honestly am having the hardest time with anything right now. I'm sorry.
Why did you choose to leave him in the car?
I was only going to be in and out.
Think of anything else, Candace, or not?
This is the first time you've done something like this?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'll sit in front of the car, like I said, and like, just when, it's almost like overstimulation when you have a 2 and a 4-year-old and they're having breakdowns after their sisters leave and they're upset about it, but they don't channel it that way. They just come out and they're just screaming and crying sometimes. Mm-hmm. And there's been times where, yeah, I'm not a tablet mom. I don't do screen time or anything, but Cocoa Melon is one thing they both love. And sometimes after I drop off their sisters, I'll drive around. If I have work the next day, I'll drive. And I'll drive because it puts the 2-year-old to sleep. Mm-hmm. Once one goes out, it's easier to focus all my attention on the other one. And yeah, and I carry them both upstairs at the same time. I don't leave them in the car, you know, like carry one upstairs and then go back for the other one. No, I carry them both up at the same time. That's why I was laughing when they're like, do you want to take them out of the car seat? I'm like, no, this is nothing. Like, I'm used to carrying both of them.
So would you say that today you were overstimulated by them after you dropped off your daughter? That's why you parked at the Jewel and you were driving around, and then you went into a liquor store just to kind of have a break?
I mean, I wouldn't call it a break. When your life is nothing but being a mom.
It's a lot. It takes a toll on you.
I have a super serious doctor's appointment tomorrow, then I'm like not.
Two and a 4-year-old is a lot on one person. And then you had your daughters the whole day, right?
No, it's the fact that it's funny because I made a change to make everything harder, but
Oh, wait, we're good. Yeah. You said you made a change.
I know I'm not going to have a good doctor's appointment tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I know
You seem pretty stressed out. I haven't been with you for very long, but
And you know what? That is probably 100% the reason why I made a bad decision.
we have to look at the positive of it, right? Both your kids are okay. Nothing bad happened to them. You know, everybody makes bad decisions. We just have to learn from our bad decisions, right? I think maybe today you were overstimulated by the kids and you stepped out of the car and you went in to cash your lottery ticket, and then thought maybe you were going to be in there for 5 minutes. Somebody showed you attention, so you stayed in there a little bit longer, not realizing that you were in there for that long.
Engaging in people, I'm sure that's all it was. It was not me sitting in a jail cell fixating on what's to come. But
Would you say you were talking to the person in the gambling room for 30 minutes?
I don't think it was.
And time just went by you?
I honestly have no idea what time.
Okay.
Like, I know they close at 10. And I
Did you
know
go
they
check
weren't
on the kids at
closed.
all and go back in? Did you go out and go back in and check on the kids?
I
at any point?
I could see the car the whole entire time. And like even, they have windows, and there was a black car that pulled up next to it at one point. And I think I didn't mean to.
You didn't mean to leave them in the car? Is that what you say? Is that what you mean? when you say
Just
it?
in general, I didn't mean for any of this, and this isn't me. Like I said, I don't even leave them in the car to like take one upstairs. Like if they're both asleep, by the time I get home, I carry them both. And on my left, on my right. And we do use gas stations though, when we get their sisters, and there's been phone calls about things in the past too, because they go to school in Darien, and when they have homework, the first parking spot that isn't the school, we stop there, because the boys are confined. They're 2 and 4. The girls are 12 and 9, and so their homework is a little more labor intensive. So we stop there, and their dad follows me around, and their dad has called cops when we've been parked at gas stations claiming that I have left them in the car or abandoned them or something like that. And there's been DCF investigations that he started with that, and it was unfounded. Every time he called the cops, I was in the car. He's done it, I think it was the first time they took my information. The second time they're like, oh, hey again. And I'm like, yep, it's me, we're doing homework. He's like, I get it. Because if I get him to the house, and Lenny is very emotionally misdirected. It's displaced. So he's very excited, and it's overwhelming for the girls, and they can't focus on their homework, and it's like an implosion of energy at first. So and I was always a kid, as soon as you get home from school, you do the homework, and then whatever. So.
I think that's a good alternative then. I would say that makes sense.
Yeah, so he's called the cops multiple times for that. Like I said, the first time the cops like asking all the questions, and then the second time I actually I was early one day to pick them up. I didn't even have the boys, my mom had them because I went to work.
Frankfurt 327, welfare check.
Swear I had seen the girl's dad, and he was parked there, and I ended up backing into somebody because I don't know. Okay, I'm rambling. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I think you're under a lot of stress right now, and I get it, and I don't think that, you had any intent to harm your kids today.
No.
I mean, they look very well taken care of.
No,
and you have a lot going on, so I think time maybe got away from you
today. I'm so afraid
today.
of cops, and I'm so fucking petrified about how much damage I've just done because of this.
Well, I don't think they know anything. They were picked up before any of this happened, right? So, us just having a conversation with you, he's not at an age where he will remember any of that. And your mom, so you can explain to him in a way where it'll be nothing like what it really is, right?
We've gone to Target a few times, and you know how you guys have to go to Target for whatever reason. If you guys are parked outside of Target, he has a breakdown and he won't go in.
Well, maybe you should bring him here sometime and give him a tour so he knows that the police aren't bad.
I've tried that. And it's hard for him too, because the girl's dad has made it so that the exchanges happen here. And he is petrified. And I understand. He didn't exactly have a warm, welcoming experience at first with the police. And it's not that police did anything wrong. It's just, it was very a rattling experience that he's had. So.
How much money did you win anything on the slots?
No, who would I show the money to?
Wasn't me. I don't know. Do you know how much money you put in the slots?
You guys went through my pockets. Did you take out the cash?
No, it's still in your pockets.
You can count it. I had a $100 scratch-off winner. It was
Did you put like $20 in the machine?
I honestly don't even know. I don't know if the guy just said, hey, I left money on that machine, press a button or something like that. I don't even know if I actually even played, to be honest. All I remember is the conversation that he was talking about Vegas, and I told him about the story with the shopping cart and a timeshare when I was younger, and it was just one of those things where, like, not that I was reminiscing, but like I was exchanging with an adult and I wasn't stuck looming over what was happening when I had to go home and like get ready for it, do laundry for, and get everything prepared for tomorrow. So.
Okay. So obviously we have to continue the investigation, right? So they have cameras in there and everything.
That's fine.
Everything's going to show how long you were in there and so forth. So that's why we like to bring you in here to talk to you, so you can give your side of the story and your recollection of events of what happened. Because you were there, we weren't there. We can watch video, but we like to hear it firsthand from you, to give you the opportunity to explain to us why things what
Like
way they look,
honestly,
that's all.
I haven't taken any substances or anything like that, and I'll do a blood draw or a breathalyzer or something if you want. But I would bomb a field sobriety test so bad right now. It's not even funny. My blood pressure is through the roof, and when I get super stressed out like that, and that's why on occasion, it's not just a matter of being overstimulated with the medical thing that I've been having issues with. I have to stop, and it affects my vision, and it's safer if I just kind of take a minute. I have had times where I'm like, okay, let's go play at the park, but it's a little cold for that right now. But I was having some of the visual issues, and I don't think I deemed it unsafe to drive. I don't know if my blood pressure was up, but man, it is. It's like a...
Do you need an ambulance? Are you okay? We can
I
call
mean,
you
if you
an
have a
ambulance.
blood pressure cuff...
We don't.
Okay.
Just the fire department does. So we can call you an ambulance if you think you need
I don't
an
need
ambulance.
medical attention
Okay.
because, I've got the appointment tomorrow,
Okay.
and it's
Is there anything else that we missed?
Do you know about blood pressure?
I do know about blood pressure. Yeah, it's a big deal.
I'm rocking 250.
Yeah, we probably should go to the hospital.
No,
if
I
you
mean
think
like
that's
all.
what it is.
No, all the time. I'm always 200. It used to be 120 over 80 all the time. Textbook, pregnancies, everything. And then it just kept creeping up, and then I was getting these headaches, and then the ocular issues, and then it was like, I don't know what happened first. The stress got out of control or what, but now it's just kind of a part of things, and I learned to just kind of take a minute and breathe, but honestly I'm not right now, so.
Okay.
That's why I was apologizing about not being receptive to directions and stuff like that. It was just, it's not sticking right now.
Okay. Sure you don't need an ambulance?
Am I gonna miss my doctor's appointment tomorrow?
No, after this, we're gonna get you your belongings, and we're gonna take you home. You're getting a court date, and you took a show to your court date. So if you want an ambulance, we can call you one here.
I know you guys said you were towing my car. How do I get my car?
We ended up not towing your car. You can step out, Corey. You good? You okay? Do you want us to call you an ambulance?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Court records show she was charged with cause a child to be endangered, a Class A misdemeanor. One count was later dismissed, and the remaining count resulted in a withhold of judgment and supervision, including 12 months of court supervision, required programs, and $544 in fines and costs. The case was closed on June 17, 2025.